If Queen's first two albums were the sound of a band forging a fantasy kingdom out of molten metal and Tolkien paperbacks, then Sheer Heart Attack is them stepping into the spotlight, tossing their wizard robes to the wind, and declaring quite glamorously, "We came here to conquer." Released in 1974, Sheer Heart Attack is Queen's third studio album and the first to reveal their full creative arsenal. It's a record that pivots sharply from the sword and sorcery vibes of Queen 2, trading in medieval melodrama for something leaner, meaner, and a lot sexier. The result, a genre-hopping, genre-bending, brain-melting masterpiece that barely holds itself together in the best way possible. From the whiplash riffage of the opener Brighton Rock to the cabaret meets doom finale in The Lap of the Gods Revisited, Queen throws everything at the wall and nearly all of it sticks. You get guitar solos layered like baklava, vocal harmonies that sound like a choir of space aliens on acid, and enough stylistic detours to confuse a GPS. So is it glam rock? Proto-punk? Music hall? Baroque metal? All of it's yes. Let's talk about hits. Killer Queen is the obvious star, a delicious champagne-sipping smirk of a song that turned Freddie Mercury into a household name and made piano rock sexy again. Brian May's guitar lines in it are so precisely articulate that they might as well be sipping tea with their pinkies up. And then there's Now I'm Here, a stomping arena beast with one foot in boogie rock and another in sci-fi opera. It's not just a banger, it's a battle cry. But the deeper cuts is where the album flexes its true weirdness. Flick of the Wrist and Tenement Funster form the deliciously sleazy mini-suite combining Roger Taylor's snarky youth angst with Mercury's venomous sarcasm. Stone Cold Crazy, on the other hand, prefigures thrash metal by at least a decade. It's Metallica before Metallica existed, and Queen plays it like they just chugged battery acid for fun. Even the album's soft spots are strange little gems. Dear Friends is a heartbreaking piano ballad barely a minute long, and then Misfire is a deceptively chipper song about premature, well, you know what. And then there's Bring Back That Leroy Brown, a vaudeville banjo fest that somehow fits perfectly in the middle of all the glam thunder. It shouldn't work, but it does, kinda like the whole album. And let's not forget how Queen used the studio like a mad scientist lab. This is pre-digital, analog era magic. Tape splicing, layered vocals, guitar overdubs that would make a cathedral blush. Freddie Mercury doesn't just sing, he inhabits every song. He's a seductress, a dictator, a prophet, a peacock, and the rest of the band equally fearless. May's guitar sounds like everything but a guitar. Deacon's bass lines are sneakily melodic, and Roger Taylor might be the only glam-era drummer who played like he wanted to destroy the drum kit and the building it was in. Sheer Heart Attack is not just an album, it's a manic variety show on amphetamines, a high-stakes experiment in genre cross-pollination that somehow feels cohesive. It's theatrical without being pretentious, brilliant without being cold, and chaotic without losing the thread. Queen would go on to make more ambitious records like A Night at the Opera and more unified statements, News of the World, but Sheer Heart Attack is the one where they proved they could do everything and do it all at once. So if you haven't listened to this album, check it out. Let me know what you think.